sacred knowledge from the stars. Vedic truth heals ancient scars. Mantras clear the karmic way, bringing light to guide each day. Let the planets show their signs as the cards and stars combine. Ancient wisdom flows through time. Cards reveal the grand design. Om Namah Shivaya divine. Let the cosmic rhythms align. Om Shanti Om.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to my once weekly show. My name is Michelle Marie, and I am the owner and operator of Astrological Tarot. You can find me at astrologicaltarot.com. So welcome back to the channel. Grab your tea and drop your rising signs in the live chat right now, because we are live and I'm going to go into the astrology readings so that we know the exact place and time that we need to be this week. If you do not know your Vedic rising sign, go ahead and visit astrologicaltarot.com. I have a free calculator there. Now, then I'm going to go into your tarot readings. So we just crossed a historic July 4th weekend in the United States. It was the 250th birthday, and the cosmos did not hold back when it came to the fireworks, because between a record-shattering heat dome trapping 230 million Americans with triple-digit temperatures and geopolitical earthquakes shifting our world, the effects of the Pluto return that we went through in 2024 are manifesting right in front of our eyes. So before we look at the astrological lineup this week, I want to anchor us in a very beautiful reminder from the great master Paramhansa Yogananda. And both Jane, the Seeker Tarot, and I are followers of this beautiful guru. And one of my favorite quotes by him is, "A season of failure is the best time for sowing seeds of success. The bludgeon of our circumstances may bleed us, but keep our head unbowed. Soul sovereignty is your birthright." So no matter how intense this global stage gets, remember that you hold the power to create your reality. And if we look at exactly what the planets are doing this week, the headlines that they're triggering, and how we can ride these cosmic waves rather than getting wiped out by them, we can do what Yogananda said. Okay, so I try to prepare you guys for what's coming. And so tomorrow, on July 7th, the Mercury retrograde is going to backtrack out of sidereal Cancer and re-enter his home sign of Gemini until August 5th. And because Mercury is incredibly strong here, it's forcing all of those closed door deals, international treaties, federal budget blueprints back to the drawing board for massive revisions. And we're seeing this play out perfectly on the world stage already. If you look at the massive shift in the Middle East, Hamas has just announced its government in Gaza will step down and transition into a new technocratic administration under recent peace plans. Concurrently, the U.S.-Iran quiet diplomatic channels have briefly paused following a massive funeral of Iran's supreme leader. And then we have, this is also very classic Mercury retrograde in Gemini. We have a lot of old political structures that are dissolving to make room for bureaucratic and administrative rewrites. So information is going to be spitting at hyperspeed, especially after tomorrow. Now, you also want to mark your calendars for July 11th, because this is one of the biggest astrological release valves for the entire summer. Venus is going to go conjunct Ketu, the South Node, at 7 degrees and 47 in Leo. And this specific alignment finally ends the Kal-Sarpa Yoga that we have been on and off with throughout 2026. And this is put the collective in a financial and systematic chokehold. So if you've been playing a waiting game all year, things are going to start to loosen up after the 11th. Now, Venus rules contracts, women, and wealth. And Ketu is the spiritual blade of detachment that cuts through illusions and exposes hidden rot. So when they meet in the prideful sign of Leo, elite protections can shatter. So this is the exact astrological window hosting the unsealing and possibly even complete leaking of the Epstein files. And the veil is going to be completely ripped away with this type of transit. So know that Ketu, that's the South Node, he doesn't care about high-level connections or wealth shields. This transit is exposing deep state compromises and causing massive social and political unrest. And it's going to force the collective to look at the unvarnished truth of the elite class and what they've been up to. So as we head into early next week, the energy hits a powerful evolutionary reset point. July 13th, the Sun conjunct retrograde Mercury at 26 and 28 degrees of Gemini will trigger a massive high-velocity download of information and sudden executive decrees surrounding data communications and technology. And then on July 14th, we have a new moon in Punavarsu nakshatra. This new moon lands at 27 degrees and 45 of Gemini, and it's for Gotama. What does that mean? It means it has a double potency across the natal chart and the D9 harmonic charts. And because Punavarsu is the star of renewal, it's known as the return of the light. So if you think back, do you remember the collective look that I brought up after Project 2026? This new moon in Punavarsu is going to be a massive turning point for legal and physical infrastructure. And we're currently witnessing a lot of unchecked explosive flux of massive AI data centers expanding across the country, actively triggering a lot of grid failure warnings already as they swallow up some of the local municipal energy grids. There's also going to be some immigration shocks that come with this moon. Simultaneously, we can expect sudden sweeping executive overhauls regarding green card pathways and tech visas as well. And that's going to alter corporate tech hiring overnight and leave thousands of families in limbo. Okay. So I know this sounds like a lot, but remember that the planets are like the weather. You are the house. Okay. So keep your energy clear, balanced, and bulletproof against this week's kind of frantic Gemini energy and the really intense Venus Ketu purge. And that will be kind of your cosmic prescription to deal with this. And one of my favorite masters is Sivananda ji. And Swami Sivananda beautifully said, fix your mind on God. Let your mind be completely absorbed in the divine, and you will rise above the storms of life. You will enjoy supreme peace and unalloyed bliss. So that's something you can bring in as we step into that energy. So here are some tips for calming the Gemini mind, okay? Because Mercury is really hyperactive in Gemini, your nervous system might feel a little fried. So a good remedy that you can practice in the morning and also before bed or even at lunchtime, is you can do a practice called pranayama. I made a video about it. If you go to my classes and courses on YouTube, it's free. You can just go ahead and click on it and I show you guys how to do a pranayama exercise. It's called alternate nostril breathing. And if you just do it for a minimum of 5 minutes, it can stabilize your energy and help you focus and lower that anxiety level. A really good mantra that you can do, especially on Wednesdays, is Mercury's seed mantra. And that can bring clarity in your communications, especially during the retrograde. And if you have issues with your appliances and electronic devices as well. And I'll go ahead and give you his seed mantra. Om Brahm Brim Braum Sa Budaya Namaha. And you can say that 108 times via a mala. Now, to ground yourself through the really intense unrest and personal relationship purges brought by Venus and Ketu meeting in Leo, you can detach from any kind of digital media or drama that is sucking you in. Donate white flowers or rice or silver to a shelter, or just donating it all on Fridays is really good. Saturday is also a great day to donate because that honors Saturn and he's the karmic teacher, but that will honor the dissolution of a lot of karmic contracts. You can also fast on Saturday, and I believe this Friday we have an Ekadashi, so you can fast on that day as well. And so another mantra that you can do for this energy is you can chant Shiva's mantra for spiritual protection and the dissolution of past life attachments. And this is a very simple one for Shiva. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. And again, you can do that 108 times via a mala. So now that you all have your spiritual armor on, I hope you're prepared for the week. And so let's go ahead and look directly into your energy and answer those beautiful questions. I'll go ahead and pull up the live chat and dive straight into your tarot and astrology readings. So if you'd like, you can tell me your sun, your moon, or your rising sign. If I'm looking for the Vedic. If you don't know that, I got a free calculator on my site. And let's see what the universe has for you all today. Oh, I'm so excited to be here. Oh my goodness. So the lovely Venus is here. Thank you for reminding everybody how the show works. I really appreciate that. Good to see you, Venus. Kritika is here. It is lovely to see you, Kritika. All right, who else do we have? Manor, Naveed, good to see you, my dear. Steve is here. Lovely to see you, Steve. I hope you're doing well. And Barbara, I'm doing well. Thank you, Barbara. Yeah, I had a little surgery on Monday and I'm recovering. It was more than I thought it was going to be. So, but I'm okay. So, and thank you for checking in. I appreciate that. It's a little bit personal, so I'm just kind of keeping things to myself, but I appreciate any good vibes that you guys send my way. And general reading for love and career. You got it, Kritika. Manor, you got it. I'll get your question in. Sayan, very good to see you. I will get your question in. Some patience is here. Lovely to see you, dear. I hope you're doing well. Okay, Chicho Wap is here. Good to see you. I will go ahead and get your question in. And lots of reflection with this Mercury retrograde. I love it. Selma's joining us from Montreal. Lovely to see you, Selma. A beautiful photo of you. And Barbara, you are first in line because you're the first tipper. I got your question in. Literary Lady 888. Oh, lovely to see you. You are a Leo ascendant, Gemini moon, Saggy sun. You're feeling a lot. Yeah, you're going through what's called Ashtami Shani. That's Saturn going through the 8th house of death, rebirth, and transformation in Pisces. So that's going to bring a lot of stuff your way. With the Sagittarian sun, let's see, that would put Saturn in the 4th house from your, okay, so that would cause some, that could bring some ego issues regarding home or real estate, but the main thing is the 8th house. And then you're a Gemini moon. Okay, so you're really feeling the Gemini energy this week. Oh my goodness, especially with the Mercury retrograde. So this is a great time for you to revise and plan. Jessica Lynn is here. It is great to see you, Jessica. Welcome, welcome. Fun Boy is here. Oh my goodness. Oh, I can already tell you Lakshmi wants to work with you. I'll give you a mantra. She's amazing. I love her. My husband's named after her in the yoga tradition. So we know a lot about Goddess Lakshmi. And Jonathan says hi, everybody. Oh my goodness. And then let's see, Nidhi Singh, I will go ahead and get yours in. And Maria, I'll get your question in. Thank you for joining us. And then Barbara, Vedic, Virgo, Sun, Leo, Rising, Pisces, Moon. Oh my goodness, that's a lot of energy. So you're going through what's called full Sarisati. And you're, so Saturn's going over your moon in the 8th house. That is a lot to handle. So especially with the Vedic Virgo Sun, what I would focus on is your health, making sure that everything is good there. And then 8th house also rules finances, but also chronic illness. So definitely check into those areas. Duh 48, good to see you. And, oh, thank you, Rachel. I appreciate, she says surgery. Sorry to hear that. You know, I'll be okay. You know, it was just what they found really was, I'll know more later, but it was disturbing. So, but I'll be okay, you know, because they're really good doctors here. And you guys, the entire surgery, general anesthetic, prep, everything was under $400. And I had the anesthesiologist, everything. I mean, it was crazy. I mean, I would be paying more in insurance per month in Los Estados Unidos, but you know, I lost my my Medicaid subsidy. So I'm glad to be here and getting this stuff done because it is so affordable. So I'm very lucky. And then thank you for sending thoughts and healing vibes. Some patients, I really appreciate that. Oh, and thank you, Barbara. It's probably the fasting. I had to fast for about a week ahead of time, and then I had to fast for 48 hours. And so my skin is glowing, but yeah, I had to, before the surgery, I had to fast a little bit. So but thank you. That's very sweet. I'm glad that there's some perks to it. And I've been drinking lots of water since the procedure as well. So, and thank you, Dove48. I appreciate you saying I look good today. It makes me feel better, especially after going through a medical thing. Easy Trade. Hello, dear friend. Right back to you. Oh, I love your thumbnail. Beautiful. And then Jessica wants a general message. You got it, Miss Jessica. And then Lenore says, I have a Scorpio Mars, Scorpio Venus, Scorpio Mercury. That's a stellium, my dear. That is a lot of Scorpion energy. And a moon in Libra. Okay. So if I knew your rising sign, that would help a little bit. But yeah, that's the Scorpio energy tells me that, I don't know if you dabble in the psychic arts. I definitely would. Your inner warrior is very happy there, as is Venus, how you connect with and deal with women. And then also Mercury, how you communicate and intellectualize the world. So you're a bit of a mystic, my dear. I love that for you. And Funboy says, thanks. You're welcome. And your question is in the coffee app, Some Patience. You got it. I'll go ahead and star you. And then Rachel, you are second in line. Okay. So it's Barbara, then Rachel, and then let's see. And then, yes, we have the lovely Some Patience. Okay. That's what we have in order. So just to let everybody know, I do tippers first, and I spend more time on you. And then I go in order, but you do need to be in the audience when I call you. Okay. All right. Barbara Books, good evening to you as well, Miss Barbara. And then Don't Have My Phone. Hello, dearie. Hello back to you. And I'll be okay, Rachel. It's just a little something. Saturn aspects 3rd, 7th, and 10th. So he just was aspecting my ascendant, and I just had to get some things checked out, and I'm glad that I did. So. And then, yeah, $400, I'll need to move. I know, I'm telling you, it's amazing. One of Jonathan's neurological appointments, full workups, is $75 to see a specialist. It's crazy. You can get an MRI here between $300 and $400, a full MRI. We're getting screwed in America, you guys. So it's really in the United States. It's much better here. And I get my doctor's WhatsApp, and I can just text them whenever. And if I'm too sick, they'll come to the house, like to our house, and check on me. That's Mexico medicine. That's private medicine in Mexico. It's amazing, you guys. So, and Fountain of Youth. Thank you. Don't hack my phone. Yeah, I'm a Denishta star, and so that's like Princess Diana, Marilyn Monroe, things like that. And we tend to stay a little younger because I'm in my 40s now. So it's Venus. It's Venus and Mars that cause that. Those are the planets. So I'm not taking any credit. It's all them. And then Easy Trade. Hello, Romy. I'll go ahead and get your question in. Thank you for the healing, Jessica. And will I be okay? I should be okay, Rachel. I'll be in touch, dear. It'll be okay. And thank you, Fun Boy. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. I try to make myself look a little good for you guys because I'm feeling a little blah. So I'm really glad that it's working. I wanted to give you guys my best foot forward tonight. Oh my goodness. And Steve, thank you for your tip. Go ahead and get your question in, my dear. I'll go ahead and star it if it isn't already in there. I'm still making my way down the list. Okay, you're wondering about your health, Venus. I'll go ahead and get your question in. Okay. Just starring all of your things. And then, oh, you're rising Capricorn, and you are into the occult. Of course you are, triple Scorpio. I love that. And that would make it so that would be the placement for your, so 12th would be Sagittarius, 11th would be Scorpio. Okay, so that's also your tribe. Your people are in that house as well. So you get along really well with the mystics as well. So you get along with me. I've got a Ketu-Jupiter conjunction in Scorpio that goes into Pisces in my Navamsha. So, and then yes, Jagannath. I love that, love that, love that. Beautiful, beautiful. In Vedic, not invaded. You're so cute, Venus. I love that. And I got Easy Trade's question. Thank you, Venus. And Does says you're a Virgo. Oh, very, very neat. Yeah. So The eclipses actually hit you a few years ago, so you're kind of getting over that. But Saturn is aspecting you if you're a sidereal Virgo. Okay, so that's just something to be aware of. So pay attention to the house that that's in, and that can give you some more clues as to what's coming. Stardust, I will go ahead and get your question in. Welcome, my dear. I'm guessing that's Stardust. Star DDST. Okay, and then. And then, oh my goodness, Venus, I just paid $160 for a 30-minute urgent care visit. Well, double that and you can have surgery with a general anesthetic and prep in Mexico. So, and my doctors here are amazing, you guys. They were just phenomenal. I actually had 2 doctors in the room. I had 1, 2, 3, I think 3 nurses. It was 4 at one point, and the anesthesiologist. So it was like I had a whole team. It was insane. And I didn't realize they were going to give me a general anesthetic until they did the tests, and they were just like, we're going to do surgery. And I'm like, oh boy. So I was like, this is going to be really expensive. And then I got the bill and I was like, what? I mean, I was literally like, I had my phone and I'm like transferring money from my savings and like going, this is going to be thousands of dollars. And then I looked at the bill and went, this can't be right. It's no, there must be a mistake. And they're like, no, this is the cost of the surgery. And I'm thinking, I hit the jackpot. So, okay. All right, Maria, I'll go ahead and get the add-on to your question started. Steve, you are going to be after some patients. Thank you for your tip. I appreciate that. Oh my gosh. And then let's see. And then, oh, Rumi, that's so sweet of you. I want to show some real love for your stream because you've got crazy potential and I'd love to connect you. Hey, I'm always open for connecting with other streamers. So go ahead and my links are in the description on YouTube, and all of my links are also on Twitch. So you can just go and you go to my website, Astrological Tarot. All my links are there, my email, everything. So always looking to collab. And then thank you for the prayers, Rachel. I appreciate that. And your encouragement. You're so sweet. Garnet, lovely to see you, Garnet. Oh my gosh, there's so many of you guys in the audience today. Let's see. I can repost. Didn't mean as a question, but it would be nice. Yeah, of course, Venus. You're the mod with the most. You're in the queue, my dear. And then Manhor says, I've been misunderstood. Yes, I've been misunderstood, and I faced a lot of challenges in my romantic relationships. Gone through some transformative relationships, death after death, rebirth after death. That would be Venus and Scorpio. Yeah, and Mars there too can cause a lot of change. You're coming your way, and then the Mercury's how you intellectualize it. So you've got a lot of energy there. So makes you brave though, because you've been through so much. And then Roman King, VC, good to see you. Thank you for the hairstyle compliment, 40s and 50s. That's what I was going for, so I appreciate that. Okay, easy trade. I got your question. Okay. And yes, Roman King, it was a very classy era. I agree. Yeah, there was a lot of stuff going on in the 40s too, which we have some stuff coming our way in this era as well. So I thought it was appropriate to put on the red lipstick and curl the hair. So, and it's 3 a.m. in Norway, Maria. Oh my goodness. That is very late. Well, stick with us if you can. And I do know your basics, some patients. Thank you. I will go ahead and star them anyway, so I can keep them as part of the reading. Lily, you can be listed, but just know that you have to be in the audience when I call, okay? And then Venus is reposting. You got it. Okay. All right. Yes, Manor, you say I have a lot of energy, very exhausting sometimes. Somehow I'm still managing to power through. Sometimes I'm surprised by what I've endured. Oh, girl, you go. I mean, that's amazing. That's having a lot of planets in Scorpio. I've got a past life planet there. That's my key too. And then I've got Jupiter there to help me out. But it's a lot of energy. So I'm right there with you. And then I will tell you when it's your turn, Manor. Okay. And then Bhumika, okay, when will you get a new job? You got it. And then Lily, how many are before you? Go ahead and ask did I get your question in yet? Let me look. You have to actually add, you have to put your question in before I can add you, okay? Okay, so Venus, let everybody know that questions are closed because I have 22. So please be in the audience, but there are 22 questions. That's all I'm going to take. Unless you guys tip, then I will go ahead and put you at the front of the line. Okay, that's how the show works. But if you're here for just the lightning round, questions are close. Okay. Oh my goodness. All right, I'm going to put away my cards here. Okay, let's get into this. I know, wow, right, Venus? So many lovelies in the audience. So let's get to our first tipper. And that is the lovely Barbara. And then we have Rachel Rose. Okay. And then Jimmy Myers, your name is Slim Shady. You're hilarious. Welcome. Oh, are you sure you're not imitating? Please stand up. Okay, let's go ahead and get to Barbara's question. What highlights should I be aware of for the rest of this month? Okay, well, I kind of went over what you could expect from your rising sun and moon a little earlier. You know, when you're going through Sati Sati, especially in the 8th house, like I said, it's the house of money, it's the house of chronic illness. So it's just really good to, it's the house of pensions, things like that. And you're going to be dealing with this until 2028. I'm telling people to really, really look at their money, because the United States charts of money is going to get eclipsed in 2027. And that's when we can expect a lot of things to happen in that department. Okay. Okay. What do we have from Miss Barbara? Okay, well, we're getting it again. And if you're not already subscribed, please subscribe. It helps out the channel. I always appreciate it. Okay, Miss Barbara. Well, it's pretty much what I was talking about earlier. So, Okay. Let's try to pull a card over here too. Let's see. So you guys want to talk a little bit? Okay, you want to talk a little bit. Okay. So, Miss Barbara, you have got some interesting energy coming your way. This is the best way to handle it. This is a very young, beautiful page. This is the Page of Wands. It's all about being enthusiastic and youthful and innocent, and really going after new ideas and plans. This tells me that some new challenges are going to be coming your way. This can also be someone in and around your environment that can stoke this type of energy in and around you. This energy is going to help you rise up against the challenges that are coming and offer you limitless possibilities moving forward. But like I tell Jonathan all the time, I said, take off your crown and put on your page cap, especially when he's doing something new, because he likes to go into his past and then use that as a modifier. And I'm like, everything is changed. So think like a page, not like a king. And that's what this card is telling me, is be open to learning, curiosity, new experiences, things like that. And that is really going to help you with the coming challenges, especially because we're moving into eclipse season next month. Okay. And I'm going to go more into that and what we can do to prepare for that in August. Okay. Then I got the Queen of Pentacles reversed. This tells me watch your health, watch your money. So this tells me that it's really important that you don't overspend, that you're very responsible with the finances. Use very good judgment in this area. And this also goes with your health. You want to be a master in this area. So nurture your material sovereignty is the main thing that they're telling me, because this is going to be a big change for you coming up, my dear. Okay. Then I got Mercury and Aquarius. Now, Aquarius is an air sign, and Mercury likes being in Aquarius because it's very technologically advanced. It's very open. I see this as the Anton in your life, because he is he's your AI companion. And so, and by the way, guys, Barbara does have a book. You're welcome to put the link in the chat. Miss Barbara. It's very well written. I read it. It's beautiful. Okay. So Mercury in Aquarius tells me that thinking outside the box, perhaps even going to AI as a source to help deal with this energy, because the Page of Wands is young. It's into new. It's all about trying new things and taking action from a very youthful and new perspective. So I would go to AI for your money situation and the health situation that can occur, especially coming up here for you. Okay. And then I went to the Whispers of Ganesh, and I got a really good card. I think this kind of really wraps up the energy in and around what's going to help you get through the things that you should be aware of this month. Okay. Ganesh is holding a lotus here. And that emphasizes the importance of your beautiful values, because the lotus, it represents the realization of your inner potential. And this card is encouraging you, Barbara, to know what you truly want out of life, what makes you happy. There are so many blessings that may not be apparent during disappointments. So make the most of your time. And time is not something that can be saved for later. So when it comes to the time that you allot each day, you only have limited opportunities. So it's important that you make choices about how you spend your time in accordance to your highest ideals and values. And if you languish or procrastinate, the moment will be gone. So just try to reevaluate how you've been spending your days and how you want to strive to be more satisfied, because every day is a gift and you have the option to make the most out of what life is going to be offering you. And if you long to create more organization, like regarding finances and health, you will benefit from prioritizing these things. And your ideals will determine what you can seek in life and how you use your time. So in terms of priorities, you're going to have some major decisions. It's going to be in and around the Queen of Pentacles reversed energy. That's 8th house energy, that, health, finances, things like that. So the question you need to ask yourself is, what will be the impact of my decisions today? And think very carefully through all of them, because in all choices, it's important that you make sure you are very certain about what your priorities are, and relate your goals in ways that bring love and blessings to yourself and the people that you share your life with, and you're going to get through this just fine. Okay. But Ashtama Shani is not easy, and Sati Sati is difficult. I went through it a couple of years ago, and it was really intense. We're here in Mexico now, so I'm glad to be here, but it's an intense time. So, and you can go back to our reading for any remedies or things like that you need, and you're always welcome to contact me. Okay. So I hope that was helpful, Miss Barbara. And let's see here. Oh, Nicole, I'm sorry you're going through some stuff, sweetie. And you're very welcome, Barbara. Thank you. Good to see you, Ryan. Welcome. And let's see. And Minu Lulu. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much for your donation. You are in the queue. All right. And Jimmy is definitely imitating. Okay. Love that. Okay. All right. So let's get to our next lovely question. And it is from Miss Rachel. Okay. I was lost out on Spark this morning. He was adopted while I was on tour. Huge disappointment. Should I lay off looking for a dog for the time being and just focus on myself, or keep trying this summer? Let me pull some cards for you. Let's see what they say. Are you going to be traveling this summer, Rachel? Because I got the 9th house, and that's long distance travel. Did you decide on the Germany trip? Oh. Okay. Okay, you say, I'm not sure. I haven't decided I want to, but I'm not sure. Well, they are supporting it. So that's something. Because when I get 9th house, that's, foreign lands. So that might be a way for you to kind of mitigate that energy. I'm having trouble making decisions when I feel sad. Okay, I got you. And I'm sorry he was yelling, Nicole. Oh my goodness. Okay. And you need to sit with it a bit, Barbara. Okay, you got that. You got this. All right. So the first card I got was Ninth House. All right. This tells me that they're supporting you going on a trip, foreign land, going on something, interesting. And, it could be the Germany trip because that's something that you have had in your back pocket there. Okay. And then you said, I was feeling more peaceful about things until today when you learned about Spark. Okay. I can see that a little bit. But know that this kind of opens the door for you to be able to go on this trip. So you might want to rethink that. Okay. I did get the Justice card. Okay. This is all about morality, accountability, ethics. It's important that you find balance in your life right now. And if you are dealing with any type of legal matter or something that requires legal attention, it's going to go really well, because when I get this up right, it tells me that there's some balance, accountability, but right timing will happen. Okay. It's not right now, especially if you want to travel. Okay. Now, the reason I say that is I got the Magician and it came up reversed. So what this tells me is that your energy is a little scattered right now. Okay. You're not manifesting what you need because you're still going through the grief process. Okay. And it's important that you don't try to push it too hard, because the timing will present itself when you are fully ready to accept another being in your life and you don't have other things getting in the way, like being on tour or, wanting to go on a trip or something like that. So just see this as an open door for you, okay? A time for you to address other things, okay? So because the manifestation is not there yet. I think I'm worried about getting a dog and having on tour. Yeah, that's Ninth House. And maybe I should wait 2 years. I hate being alone. Okay, well, I don't think you should wait forever. Okay. I totally understand. And you said touring was very hot and wet. A shit show, LOL. Oh my goodness. Okay. Well, I did get that you don't have to maybe wait too long, but you don't want to be on tour constantly while you're trying to train and invite another dog into your life. Okay. So the energy that I got in and around this was, I got the King of Wands. This is all about self-confident leadership. This is someone who is very strong, very passionate. They're a team leader. They're very energetic. They're a good negotiator. This could be a person that leads you to the right dog, but this can also represent a month of the year. This is August. So if you are looking to wait, I'd wait at least until, next month. Again, there's the eclipses going on, so you got to be careful. But this tells me that there might be someone in a leadership position in the army that might have a connection to a dog or your next companion. Okay. But what that tells me is that it's really important that you hold off for now, because you can't manifest it, but that later the opportunity will present itself, and it will be very, how do I say this? Everything will work out according to timing and your schedule. Okay. But it's not right now because you have some things in the way. And you said, yes, definitely. I mean, with Ollie, he was used to it, but I feel mad or guilty about it. Somehow I tried to get out years ago. I understand. So what you would want to do is just give it some time, do your tours, make sure that your schedule is fully laid out, because the King of Wands, that's kind of my card for a military commander, a captain, a general. That's someone high up in the military. Okay. So there is some type of leadership or authority that's going to command your attention and could, lead to opportunities and things that you don't want to miss. And you also don't want to bring another little soul into your life and be constantly, moving or gone, or having to have someone else babysit, especially in the beginning, because you want to have that bonding time. Okay. And then, okay. I hope that was helpful, my dear. And best of luck to you. That is a lot. Okay, let us get to The lovely Some Patience. Your question is in the copy app. Let me look it up. What is in and around me that I need to be aware of? Your mother is ill. I'm so sorry, dear. Planning ankle surgery next. I had ankle surgery. That's a big one. There's a big recovery time for that. Work is still not paying me. Basically, what do I need to focus on and watch out for? Well, those things. Oh my goodness. Can you get a break? Okay, Miss Patience. Let me, Some Patience, let me go ahead and pull some cards for you, my dear. Oh my gosh, that's so much. Focus on and watch out for. Okay. Well, okay, that makes sense for you. Let's see what other cards I can get. All right. Okay, that would be the work situation. Yeah, that's definitely the work situation. Okay. What do you guys think about the surgery? Oh, well, that's good. Oh, okay. Okay. So I'm sorry to hear about your mother. Sending prayers to her. That is very difficult. And let me just do a quick mantra for her. Okay, Some Patience. Om Triambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushti Vardhanam Urva Rukamiva Vandanam Mrityor Mukshiyamamritat Om Shanti 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 Om Peace Peace Peace. I'm sending that right to Mom. All right. So let's get into your reading. The first card that I got was Capricorn. This is all about, it literally says your day-to-day reality, your goals. You're basically getting control of your material environment, setting, how do I say this? Step by step, like getting a day planner out and literally marking out not only what you're going to be doing throughout the day, whether it's physical therapy, whether it's preparing for your surgeries, whether it's, your diet for the day, but also writing down what goal you would like to accomplish. Because, Capricorns are taskmasters, and you've got a Capricorn here in your in your profile pic. So I know in the Western, I believe that you've got a lot of that Capricorn energy. So I think it's really important that you tap into that. You get real business-like, and you make every minute count towards your recovery and toward trying to find some balance in your life, especially regarding work as well. Because I did get a card for what's been going on at work. If Some Patient says, it's me. Yes, we are rather structured. Oh my goodness, yes. So the card that I got regarding your work situation, because I did ask about that, is I got justice, but it came up reversed. What they're doing is illegal. Okay. It's helping the wrong way is going to create bad karma for both of you. So there needs to be some accountability, right timing, and maybe some ethical help in this department, because what they're doing is dishonest. They're avoiding the responsibility. They're being unaccountable. It's unfair not to pay you. Okay. You're not going to see the results because they're not being ethical. So it's dishonesty on their part, and they're not going to take responsibility for their actions. All right. So it's important that you take steps to protect yourself and try to find something that works for you that's not working in the wrong direction. Okay. So I asked the energy in and around that, and I got Ace of Swords, but it also came up reversed. So this is my card for mental illness, but it also, these are people who use power to intimidate, and there's a lot of miscommunications and confusion that comes out of that. So you need to tap into that throat chakra and start speaking truth. Okay, that's what the swords are all about: our thoughts, our mental attitude, how we think about the situation, and this is not being handled well. Okay, so it's important that you know that truth itself is sovereign. That's why there's a floating crown here above the sword along with the wreath. And truth will descend, but you have to leave the door open for it, because they're not telling the truth and they're not doing the right thing by not paying you for your work. Okay. Jonathan's been in situations like that too, where he was just taken advantage of, and he worked as a paralegal for a while and they just stopped paying him. And he just said one day, well, I don't work for free. And he just walked out, right, Ben?
Yep.
So anything you want to tell some patients regarding, do you have any 2 cents? Because he's got Saturn aspecting his 10th house, a career. So he's been through some stuff.
I find that if you hold back, they'll keep going into that space. You know,
Yeah.
like you need to do this, you need to do this, you need to do this. So the sooner you say no, the less often you're going to have to say it. And if you feel like you're being cheated, you are.
Yeah.
So stop being cheated. It's that simple. It's hard to do sometimes because you've got that job, you don't want to jump into the job market, but you're being taken advantage of. You don't have a job. You have somebody asking you to work for free.
Yes, you do. So I got some good cards for you moving forward. And this has actually to do with your surgery and your recovery. So thank you, Jonathan. Yay, Jonathan. Okay. He's a triple Capricorn in the Western too. So, all right. So I got the Fool. Okay. Now you stepped off the porch and you hurt yourself. Okay. So it's important to watch where you're going. But this is a card about divine trust. It's about adventure, beginning something new. Your soul is going through a bit of a journey. Okay. So the fall was to help you access this part of yourself. And it is something that is, they're saying take a leap of faith regarding, not an actual leap like last time, but an actual leap of faith. Work on your instincts. Don't ignore any warnings. Open up your consciousness, because they're going to be doing some ego work with you. And if you're open, they're going to be able to do a lot more work with you. She's also holding a crystal. It's an amethyst. This could be really good for mitigating anxiety and also towards your healing. So if you don't have an amethyst, I suggest you get one. Put it, on your desk. You can wear one around your heart chakra. I like to put it near the bed because along with some lavender, because it's a very calming stone. And so that's something else that you can do as well. Okay, some patients, because whenever I get the Fool, it's all about untamed potential coming your way. And I like that for you, because it's going to open the doors for you to be able to better handle what's coming. They also want you to put in the work. This is the 8 of Pentacles. So when it comes to scheduling your surgeries, this also comes into alignment with your work as well. Spend time redeveloping your resume in and around what your skill sets are. What I suggest you do is you type in your past work experience, things that you think an employer would like to look at. Go into AI, put it in there, and ask AI, what jobs are available in my area in the market that match my skill set. And I'll also ask them to put a resume together for you based on the job description. So that's something that you can do that's very Capricorn, toward possibly just looking for work while you are in the situation that you're at, because you definitely want to have a backup. You don't want to just, leave and not have health care or something like that. So it's important that you put in the work there. They also want you to focus on your physical therapy, especially regarding the shoulder. And doing the work there, making sure you're icing, make sure you're doing everything that the doctors and physical therapists are telling you to do. But this is the card of craftsmanship, diligence, expertise, skill, dedication. You're a Capricorn, you've got this in spades. So get to work, get that schedule going, make those daily goals. I would get a planner if you don't have one already. I'd be shocked if you didn't as a Capricorn. So that's the main thing. Sorry, I'm itchy from the IVs. So so that is what I just treat this like a craftsman would treat, their health at a workbench. Okay. And you could use some open doors, and you love purple. Well, that's perfect. And some patient says, thank you, Jonathan.
You're welcome.
Okay. He's my backup. Okay. Fabled Trumpet from Twitch. Welcome. And some patient says the open doors and putting in the work is exactly that. It is work. I'm just tired, always tired. You think you had a tower moment, time to take a breath. You've got this. Focus on you. Okay. And then Colleen, you sent a tip. It's not showing up here. Okay, let me go ahead and check my my email. And are you Aura Om Yoga Studio? If that's you, I did get your tip. Okay, and I'll put you in the queue. Okay, I hope that was helpful, some patients. All the best to you. You have been through so freaking much. Oh my goodness. Okay. Okay, that is you, Colleen. Okay, go ahead and put your question in. You got it. All right, so our next tipper is the lovely Steve. I've been single for a bit. This is a huge recent surge. With this huge recent surge in my life is someone's path to cross with mine. Have a great weekend, everyone. Oh, that's so sweet of you, Steve. Oh, all right, let's pull some cards for you. Okay. Yeah, balancing your work with a new person is going to be really key just off the bat before I pull cards. Yes, something can come your way. I love getting this card. Okay, so that's the good news, Steve. You got some love on the way if you're open to it. Yay! Okay, let's see what it looks like. Okay, wow. All right. Wow. Okay. Okay. It comes with some warnings, though. All right, because you've got a lot on your plate, my friend. You are a busy, busy guy. So it's important that you keep that into consideration. The door's open, but you're going to have to make some major changes in order to nurture something like this. Okay. It's important that you definitely keep that in mind because, okay, I got that card again. That's the one for you. All right. Because you are very busy. Like I look at these cards and it's like you got to take a breath. And then some patient says that was helpful. Thanks, headed down and keep on working on it. You got it. That's what she was doing in the card. I love that, some patients. Okay, Steve. The first card I got was Aquarius, and I got 7th house. The 7th house rules our relationships. Aquarians, I have my moon here, and Jonathan has Jupiter and North Node there. They are very techie, very innovative. This is someone who could have a almost Spock-like mind, someone who works in technology, knows how to use AI, understands computing. They're someone who can understand the technical details of things. They can also detach their emotions. So it's important to keep that in mind. We tend to, like, for instance, if as an Aquarian moon, because this is where my heart center is, I don't get jealous. I just walk away. I'm just like, bye. So this is someone, and I also work in tech. So this is someone who just looks at the situation and intellectualizes it more than they take it into their heart space, if that makes sense. Now, I'm not saying that they're completely dry. You know, I've got Cancer placements and I have a heart, but at the same time, when it comes to love, this type of person is going to be more in their head and a very intellectually based person. So there could be a little bit of detachment there because Aquarians, we can be a little weird. Okay. So that's the main energy that I got for the type of relationship that could work for you. Okay. And I go by the sidereal, so keep that in mind. All right. Then let's see here. Then I got the Ace of Cups, but it came up reversed. So what does this tell me? Don't pour your love into a bottomless cup. Okay, you have so much stuff going on at work, which is what my other cards are saying, that it's important that you don't go through any type of emotional depletion. This comes from unreciprocated care. So it's important that you attract someone that puts as much energy into the relationship as you can, and vice versa. Like I said, I did pull Aquarians, so there could be an emotional blockage going on, a breakup from a past trauma. This could be something that you're working through as well. So if there's any type of, you know, counseling or things that you can do to break through some of these blocks, this must be someone in your past that made you feel maybe rejected and manipulated. Okay, there are ways to work through this energy so that you could open up that heart chakra and invite that love energy, that right person in, if that's what you're looking for. Okay, Steve, that's the main energy that I got in and around that. Okay. Then I got strength, but it came up reversed. I think you've been working a little too hard, okay? Because whenever I get this, it tells me that it's important that you have this need for independence, which is really beautiful, but know that help that weakens is not help. So you don't want to attract someone and vice versa that drains energy, okay? This can bring out some self-doubt, some repression. This can also go back into that Ace of Cups energy that I picked up on of a broken heart, okay? So if you kind of lost your nerve to move forward in this area, it's important that you do that heart work so that we can get the strength card upright and you can be open and ready for a new relationship and attract the right person. Because when we come from a place of hurt, especially past hurt or rejection, we can attract that back to us. So it's important that you do the homework there so that you're ready for this and you attract someone bright and beautiful and fun, and you're putting the same energy out there as well. Okay. Now, this is why I think you're a little too busy at work for a relationship right now. You got to get this guy upright again. I got the Emperor reversed. This is someone with too much responsibility on his plate. Okay. He's unable to give into his relationship or provide the relationship what it needs to be successful because he's so invested in work. Okay. So it's important that, you don't jump into a relationship before you're able to manage the home work balance first. Otherwise, it can lead to rigidity, and some control issues. And, the other person may not feel as heard or seen on the other side. And you want to start a relationship off on a good foot, especially if you're looking for something serious, something that you can put more time into. So I did go to the Whispers of Ganesha. And I got the Innocence card. This is the type of energy they want in and around you regarding attracting the right relationship once you do the homework that I gave you in the previous cards. Now, the simplest gesture of love and respect can prevail even over the toughest of hearts, especially those who have been hurt. In this card, there's a lightness of aura around Ganesha, and it's portraying innocence. It's telling you that by being soft, by being still, you're giving the universe the opportunity to assist you in creating your desires for a relationship. Okay, so be willing to release any cynicism from the past, because I did get that Ace of Cups reversed. And if you notice yourself becoming critical over time, try to gather more experience. Sometimes the familiarity of our situations, especially in the past, can make us lose touch with our beautiful innocence. And I want you to tap into that again, Steve, because it's going to attract a better person for you. It's natural to expect similar outcomes as you had in the past because there's some patterns there. But don't forget that through change and transformation, there are new possibilities that can come your way if you do the work. Okay, so you're being an opportunity to approach the situation with renewed peace. And if you make those changes to your job situation in the direction of your life path to make room for a relationship, that can allow you to open up this sense of exploration and invite this excited childlike curiosity into the relationship, which can give it a really beautiful light foundation. So also be willing to let go of any preconceived ideas that you've had from past relationships and developed over time in your mind, and allow your heart to be centered and in a place of peace and not coming from hurt. And every day also call on your guide, Steve, because that will renew your mind and refresh your thinking. And with their assistance, you can contemplate the new situation, because it is open. I got 7th house once you encounter it. So ask Spirit to support you and pray from freedom of fear, worry, unhealthy obsessions that can control your thoughts and harm your soul. It's important that you protect that beautiful heart. Okay, Steve? So that way you can be accountable for your decisions, their results, and make room for a new person in your life. All right? So it's possible, but there's a lot of work to be done. That's the short answer. Okay, Steve? I hope that was helpful, my dear. So much love to you. Okay, Colleen, getting your question in. All right, so our next lovely tipper is Minnie Lulu. Okay. I'm asking for angel. I'm guessing that's angel advice. Okay. I'm Ginevra, and you were born March 14th, 1997. Oh, you're so young. Oh my goodness. Well, welcome. You're going through your Saturn return. Ooh, that's some big stuff. You might want to get a reading with me because this is your first one too, because you're still young. I have remedies. I can tell you what's coming. I can give you specific dates, the whole shebang. But Saturn returns are no joke. Okay, they're a big deal. So that's something that you're going to want to definitely consider. Okay. Oh my goodness. Let's see here. Minnie Lulu. Okay, they have you juggling some stuff here. Okay, yeah, this is a very, lots of pentacles. Which tells me focus on your material houses here, okay? Making sure that you're very secure with yourself. Let's see. Steve says, yeah, LOL, yep, work has been heavy these past few weeks. I totally understand. That was so on point. Thank you again. You're so welcome, Steve. Thank you for the feedback. I really appreciate that, and for sharing energy. You help keep my fridge full and my bills paid. So I appreciate that, you guys. Okay. Let's see. And don't worry about the long question, Colleen. You're just giving me a lot of background. That's fine, dear. I appreciate your thoroughness. All right, so Minnie Lulu, you got some stuff coming your way. The first card I got was Taurus. This is the house of your resources. I have a Taurus ascendant, so I know a little bit about this house. It is very much in line with your material wealth, what you got in your savings account, what you eat, because it represents food as well, and Taurans are definitely foodies. It's also looking at your resources in the most practical way possible. Okay. If you have a Capricorn friend, that would be a good person to collaborate with, because the second card I got was the Three of Pentacles. Maybe meet with a financial advisor. If you're working on a house project or something like that, researching contractors and things like that is helpful. But this is the card of collaboration. It tells me that, if you seek out teamwork, if you come at this from not just you trying to do everything, okay, perspective, a business-like, productive, teamwork-based perspective, you will get a better hold of your finances and what's going on, okay? So it's really important that you don't try to do it all yourself. That's the main thing that I'm getting, and that you try to focus on collaboration. You can still lead, but it is important that you collaborate so that you're not taking on too much of the energy yourself, all right, in and around your situation. And Taurus tells me it's money related, it's material related, okay? So then I got the lovely Queen of Pentacles. Now this is someone with some money, okay? She's very affluential, she's profitable, she's very level-headed regarding finances, she's self-controlled, she's financially stable, she's all about building a financial foundation for herself. And because of that, she can come from a loving, nurturing place, because she has provided for herself, and then she can provide for others. So it's important that you take on this energy. This could be an older woman around you that you collaborate with that can help you embody this energy yourself, because I did get that collaboration card, okay, regarding your financial situation. All right. The reason I said you definitely need to look at your finances is because I got the Two of Pentacles, but it came up reversed. You're juggling too much of this yourself, my dear. There's a bit of an overwhelm in this area and a lack of focus. So be careful of any wasteful spending. Put together a budget or a spreadsheet that you can track. If you're unable to get tasks completed or keep up with bills, collaborate, get some help in this area. Okay, like I got that Queen of Pentacles energy that can really help you out. Again, this would be an older feminine energy that really knows your stuff. Okay, I love a good spreadsheet. Don't get me wrong. I mean, does it drive you nuts a little bit sometimes? But
no, they're helpful.
They're helpful. Okay, so I know down to the penny what we spend every month. Whether it's it's food, it's on our It's our rent, our other extraneous perspective, finances and expenses. And it really helps me kind of see where our money is going. I also look at, if we have any interest accruing and things like that. The spreadsheet helps with all of that. Okay. If you don't know how to use one, there's even AI programs that'll do it for you. I do not like to, this is just me personally. I do not use AI for my finances. I still use Excel because I can keep it on a hard drive that is external. And so people can't hack and see what my information is. So I don't put my information in the AI sphere because it's not secure. I worked in cybersecurity. I have CompTIA training, and the idea of putting my financials out on the internet for AI to look at just it rubs me the wrong way. So if you want to develop a spreadsheet, do so in a private environment. That's just my opinion, and keep your finances secure and work through some of those things. Okay. Now, I do think that things are going to get a little better for you regarding the material aspects that you've been going through. Okay, my dear, because I got the Nine of Swords, but it came up reversed. That's good. Okay, this is my anxiety card, but when it comes up upside down, there's going to be some relief. Know that things are not as bad as they appear. You have people in and around you that can help you in this department. Fear is false evidence appearing real. Okay, and that's what this card is all about. So let go of the fear of finances and your current situation regarding this, and seek out some help and some collaboration in this department, and you're going to be just fine. But trying to balance it on your own is not working. You need to collaborate. Okay, that's the main energy I got in and around you. And I hope that was helpful. Okay, Seashells, welcome, my dear. And just know that questions are closed unless we get a tip. Okay, sweetie? And then, yes, Venus is the mod with the most, isn't she, guys? We adore her. Thank you, Venus, for your help. Yes, we adore you. Okay, so you are on the list, Kritika. No worries. We're just going through our tippers first. Okay, so that brings us to the lovely Colleen. So let me get to your question. I am beginning stages of pursuing a malpractice lawsuit. It was a devastating, traumatic death where my loved one lost time. Oh my goodness, negligence and suffered. I'm so sorry. Not for vengeance. How do you see it playing out? Thanks, looking for answers, accountability, and closure. Suffering PTSD now. I'm so sorry, dear. And of course, you have PTSD. You're an empath. You can feel the energy that's coming off of this other person. That's a lot to handle. Jonathan got eclipsed last year, and we're dealing with some stuff on our end. So we know exactly how you feel, and our hearts go out to you. Okay. And Jonathan worked as a paralegal, and then worked in law offices for years. So he can actually chime in if he wants to. If you have any questions. Again, it's for entertainment purposes only, but he does have a background in it. So. Okay, let's see. He's done a lot of cases. All right. What is going on with Miss Colleen here? I'm so sorry to hear you're going through this. Law stuff is just, it can be so draining because it's slow. Getting on the docket, getting all the paperwork in, the waiting game. It's a lot, especially when it comes to malpractice. Okay. Let's see here. Let's get something positive too here. What do you think, Ganapati? That's good. Oh, that's a great card. Okay. Okay, Miss Colleen. And then my brother only lived 5 weeks. Oh, Colleen, I'm so sorry, sweetie. Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, first off, my condolences. I'm sending you so much love. Big hug, sweetie. But hopefully this reading can give you some direction moving forward. Okay, my dear. The main energy that I got in and around the situation was I got Sagittarius in 7th house. Are you married or do you have a partner in your life? Because whenever I pull the 7th house in Sagittarius, Sagittarians are healers. They're gurus. Chiron is the wounded healer. He was a centaur. So it's important that you take on some of the energy of partnership and not going through this alone. Okay, if you have access to a partner in your life, it's important that because you're an empath, that you don't take this all on yourself, because you have a big, they're showing me your heart, and it is a very beautiful, beautiful space inside of you. Okay, you really do hold space for others. Okay, and that is, it's important that you try to find someone, like this is 7th house, this would be like a mirror in your life. This could be a very close friend, it could be a partner, someone that you can team up with for healing. Okay, it's important that you don't try to go through this alone. Okay, no, I'm not, but siblings can help. Okay, anyone in and around you that can act as a mirror, because that is what the 7th house is. The 1st house is ourself, the 7th house mirrors the 1st house. So someone that can try to take on some of this burden for you, and even just be a listening ear, because this is the house of philosophy. It's also the house, whenever I see strong Sagittarian placements, I'll ask somebody, have you ever thought of counseling or spirit, like being a religious teacher or something like that? This would be a person in your world that can offer you kind of like it's like a therapeutic friend, okay, a therapeutic partner that you can bounce off a lot of some of the trauma that this put you through. Okay, I also recommend counseling. I went through it during some really hard times in my life, and I highly recommend it. It's good for us empaths. Okay, the second card I got was the Beautiful World card. Okay, so this tells me that you're graduating from something here. This experience is going to bring you a lot of expansion. You're going to become master over something that is going to finally make you whole. So the PTSD is normal, especially when you are you're graduating into a new level of being and thinking. Okay, this is the last card in the tarot, so it's really important that you know that you are completing a cycle, you're transcending your ego, and you're going to master something at the end of this. All right, so that's the good news. All right, also, if you've been thinking about world travel toward the end of this, that is also, that's supported. Okay, then this is a block that I see in the legal process. Now, this could be paralegal, this is a younger person if it's in the environment. You might be able to recognize this because you're an empath. Okay, Colleen, I got the Page of Pentacles and it came up reversed. So this is someone who has no idea what they're doing regarding finances. Okay, this also represents someone who's delaying documents because they're not being as responsible as they should be. And whenever I get this card, like, we've had some issues with billing in the place that we live. And when I pull this, it's like, oh God, I've got to deal with billing again. And these people are really young, and it's difficult. So you go and you sit down with them, and it's like you're twice their age. You've got your spreadsheet out. You've got all of your wire transfer information, and you're just looking at them because they haven't done their homework and they're staring at you. So this is someone who just does not understand what they're doing. They're not organized, and they could be holding up the legal process. Okay, so just be aware of this person. Okay, now I did tap into your beautiful energy in the dynamic, and you probably already know this, but I got the Queen of Cups. Okay, this is what you can add to the situation. She's got this beautiful sound bowl in front of her. She's got a beautiful crown above her that represents her crown chakra being open to the divine energy that is flowing through her. Okay, tap into that, my dear. Okay, because this is how energy is pursued in your specific body. This is not a simple crown. This is a divine crown that you've been given. It opens you up to empathy and nurturing. You're very caring to the point of being clairvoyant. You are very devotional and intuitive when it comes to your love for others. That's why you feel your brother's why you feel it so acutely, more acutely than perhaps other people in the situation. You have a deep emotional connection with others because you can communicate your feelings beautifully. So it's important that you take some internal mastery of this area. I think this might be the World card. Going through this is really going to open you up to something spiritual, maybe another gift coming your way that is going to expand your consciousness and your ability to connect, but also set boundaries within your heart space. Okay? So that's the energy I got in and around you. It's really beautiful. Okay, my dear. So I asked, what does this beautiful Queen of Cups, Miss Colleen, need to help her get through this trial? Because this is not easy stuff. Whenever we come across trauma like this, especially as empaths, it hits us a little more than the average bear. Okay? So I got the Delight card. Look how happy Ganesha is in this card. Whenever I pull this, I'm like, oh my gosh, how am I going to tap into this? Especially when I'm under a lot of stress. So they want you to laugh more. They want you to do, like, go out, go to a comedy show, put on a movie, do something that makes you laugh, because that is going to be therapy for you. Okay. A simple laugh is going to make you feel better about yourself and the world around you, because you're looking at the situation a little too seriously, and you need to find some humor in your life, because this will remind you to stay center and be grateful for what you have despite the literal trial that you're going through. Now notice that Ganesha is holding a stylized conch here, and it curls counterclockwise. Vishnu, the preserver's conch, curls inward and is clockwise, but this conch, this is the Vamavarta Shanka. It represents the reversal of the laws of nature, and it's linked with Shiva, Ganesha's father, the god of destruction. And so what this tells me is that laughter can be a natural diversion and can help you break up some of that destructive or stagnant energy. And when you laugh, no other thoughts will come to mind. So it can help you a little bit with the PTSD along with that counseling friend. Laughing also induces a lot of physical changes in our bodies. And sharing some laughs among, a friend and someone you trust, even just for a few minutes, you can feel better for hours. Okay, so know that laughter, humor, it can give you amazing energy. It can help you with that beautiful Queen of Cups heart of yours, and enable you to see life from a higher perspective, which I know you have because your crown chakra's there. So if you are struggling with this, really work with spirit and ask your guides to support you in finding joy in life in new ways. And, one depiction of Ganesha, there's multiple ones, as he's born of Shiva's laughter. So ask your guides to ask you to lighten up through laughter. And by doing so, you can receive some immeasurable benefits as you go through this hard time. And by having a more lighthearted approach to all things that come your way, you're going to feel healthier, because, my dear, laughter is the best medicine. So that's the way through it. Okay. And, your brother wants you to laugh and be happy as well. Okay. So that's just the main energy I got in and around you. Okay. I hope that was helpful, my dear, and I am sending you so much love as you work through this. You are not alone, and definitely try not to carry this burden by yourself. And you say yes to all. Okay, well, I'm so glad that was helpful. I appreciate your feedback. And Jonathan, is there anything you want to add? Or
No, that's all solid.
It's all solid?
It's all
Okay.
good.
All right, sounds good. All right, and just to let everybody know, we closed questions unless you tip, okay? And Naru says, you're so sweet. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. All right, so let's go ahead and I'm going to look at see if we have anything else coming in. Okay, let's see. I think I got everybody. Yay. All right, the tips. So we're going to go in order. So you got to raise your hand in the audience if you want to be here, okay? Kritika, are you here? You are first in line. Manor, you are second in line. Let's see. Cyan 28, are you here? You are third in line. And Chicho Wap, you are fourth. Okay, and then we're going to go. We have a lot. Now, again, if you want your question answered and you missed the beginning, you have to tip, okay? If you came in a little later. Kritika's here. Yay. And super chat can be a tip from boy. Yes. All right. And Maria, you are, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You're 8th, so you got to wait 8. But not everybody's going to be here, so not everybody sticks around. So you might not have to wait 8 times, okay? All right, general reading for love and career for Kritika. You got it. Now, just to let everybody know, the moon is going through Gandanta, so if you're feeling a little more emotional today, it's just going through a little bit of a knot. It's the Ashwini Ravati Gandanta. So everyone keep that in mind. That's just a little collective energy. And I go through these pretty quick because these are just flybys, okay? All right. Okay, Nidhi Singh, what's my number? You are, let's see. You are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th. Okay. And we're doing first right now. That's Kritika. Okay. Okay. And you're born March 4th, 2001. Oh my goodness, you're so young. Well, okay. Well, they have you doing some interesting things, Kritika. This is what they love in career. Okay, when it comes to your career, I got the 6th house. This is the house of seva, selfless service. You might be doing a lot of work for not as much pay, but know that you are paying off a lot of karma. Okay, that is what they're trying to tell you. So that is the main energy in and around your work is seva, karma yoga, service. Okay, I got that. Are you looking for a relationship, Kritika? Okay, because I did get the love card. It is possible for you to pursue this, okay, but it does come with a warning. I'm not sure if you have someone in the queue right now. That's why I'm asking, because I did get 9 of Wands and it came up upright. So there's some boundaries that you need to set up regarding relationships. Okay, work is actually pretty okay. Service to others is good. The guides are happy with what you're doing at work. It tells me that you're paying off a lot of karma through what you do. And so they want you to be on guard in the area of relationships, though. Okay, look for someone faithful who can endure the test of time and set boundaries early. Don't let people push past your boundaries at the beginning of relationships because it'll set you up for failure. You want to build a really strong foundation of what you accept and what you don't accept. I recommend literally getting a notebook out and making a list of things that you do not expect in relationships. A really easy one: physical abuse, mental abuse, emotional abuse. Those are top 3 for me, or spiritual abuse. If any type of abuse, don't accept that, especially at the beginning of a relationship, because they're saving you some time, sweetie. So whenever I get this card, notice he's got a bandage around his head and he's guarding things. It tells me you need to set boundaries in this area before you really open up your heart to a relationship, because there are some things that need to be done here. Okay. And you say, yes, got it. No, I'm not dating someone. Okay, so, all right. So, fun boy, a little tip. Okay, it's a minimum of $5, but we are in lightning round, so I will get to you next, fun boy. Does Lakshmi want to work with me? Well, that's a yes, but let's see how she wants to work with you. Now, Lakshmi is the goddess of wealth. Her seed mantra is Shreem. It's S-R-E-E-M, S-H-R-E-E-M, Shreem, okay, Shri Lakshmi Devi, okay, so a really good mantra for her is Om Hrim Shreem Lakshmi Veyo Namaha, Om Hrim Shreem Lakshmi Veyo Namaha, Om Hrim Shreem Lakshmi Veyo Namaha. And she is a beautiful goddess to work with. I adore her. So does Jonathan. His name literally means abode of Lakshmi. Okay, how do you want to help out fun boy Lakshmi? Ah, well, this makes a lot of sense for what she's good at. Wow. Oh, she's really going to help you out. So you definitely want to work with her, fun boy. Okay. So thanks. Her name popped into my head and I had to look her up. I love it. You want to get Lakshmi off the altar, sweetheart? When Jonathan and I are more stable, like we have a place where we're going to like live and be a big part of because this is just kind of a temporary space for us. I'm going to get the statues, but right now I just have photos of the deities that I have on the altar. But she is a beautiful goddess. You're really going to love working with her. Okay, so fun boy. The first card I got was Queen of Pentacles reversed. She's going to help you with your finances. Okay. If you've been a little upside down in this area, she is the queen of this. Whenever I find a coin in the street, it goes, I have a little jar in front of her or a votive, and I put the coins in there. Okay. Whenever I find anything of value, I give it to Lakshmi. If I buy jewelry, she gets it first. Okay. So this is what she looks like. Isn't she beautiful? Love her. Oh, these are also bills that I find on the ground. I put those in there too. And there's also bills throughout the world that I save in here from the countries that we go to. But yeah, so I put that in her there too, because she is the goddess of wealth. And as you can see here, in one hand, she gives out coins, and in the other, she's giving out the Amrita. The Amrita is divine knowledge, and it is the nectar of immortality. So you can ask for the spiritual nectar of immortality, or you can ask for material wealth. She gives both freely. Okay. I love her. All right. She's also going to help you move into a better period of your life, a passage, a transition that you're going to be making. She's going to present you with some renewal in various areas, not just your finances, but also in your friendships, who you have in and around you, because I got 3 of Cups for this. So she's going to help you attract better people into your life, better friendships that bring you joy, that have the same goals and desires that you have. She's also going to help you plan. I got the 2 of Wands. You see the world here, and then she's got her little bug, and she's going on an adventure, and she's planning. That's the 2 of Wands. So if you're planning a trip or something adventurous, or just planning in general, she is the planner of planners, especially when it comes to things that bring us joy. So those are the 3 areas you can ask her for help in. She's going to help attract better people into your life, help you plan better, help you move into a period of renewal, and she can help you with any issues you've been having with your finances. Lots of reasons to work with Lakshmi. Okay. Yes, the nectar of immortality. She is the female form of Vishnu, the preserver. So definitely look her up. She is beautiful to work with. I adore her, and awesome. And yes, she's very colorful, and her gems are emerald and ruby. Okay, so you can even get like rough ruby and gems. And I have a little necklace that I put on the altar in front of her for a while. And then we also gave her Jonathan's peridot that we're going to have made into a ring to help him with his intellect during his Mercury Mahadasha. Okay. All right. Oh my gosh, Jessica. Okay, Jessica is next because she made a donation. Thank you, Jessica. My question is already started. It is, yes. Let me go ahead and find you. All right. May I have a general, please? Anything I should know right now? Rising in Leo, moon in Taurus, sun in Pisces. Now, is this the sidereal? Because if it's sidereal, you are going through Ashtami Shani. That's Shani going through your 8th house of death, rebirth, and transformation. Your moon in Taurus it's doing okay. Let's see. We just had a bunch of planets go through Taurus, and now they're in Gemini. So you had a lot of activity earlier this summer. And your sun is in Pisces. Okay, well, that is where Shani, Saturn, is right now. So that would be 8th house. So whenever Saturn goes over the sun, he can bring major changes to your ego. Okay, what he likes to do is, Saturn is technically an enemy of the sun. There's a whole thing about it, but he represents servant class. He represents the disabled, the elderly, people with disabilities. And the sun represents kings, the oligarchy, the people in charge of, nation states. And so there's a bit of a push and pull between the collective, which is represented by Shani Dev, Saturn, and kings, which is represented by the sun. So whenever Saturn goes over the sun, he does a lot of work on your ego. Okay. All right. And then, yes, it's sidereal. Okay, so you're going through Ashtami, Shani, and then Saturn's transit over the sun. Okay, thank you for the update. So if you've been going through that, that's totally normal. That's what he does. Okay. Okay, let's see. Let me pull up your question here, Miss Jessica, again. Okay. Anything you should know right now? Oh, okay. Well, that would make sense. Now you're rising. They're bringing this to my attention. The South Node is going through your rising sign. That's getting eclipsed. Okay, it's gonna be eclipsed all the way up until the next eclipse is January of 2027. So this coming August, on August 12th and August 27th and 28th, do lots of remedies. Don't look at the eclipse. It's going to affect you more than the average person. And don't do anything rash. Okay, I'm asking how it's going to affect you here, okay? Because the 8th house represents our money. Oh, okay. So, it also represents chronic illness as well. All right. So they're bringing my attention to your ascendant. Okay, Jessica, that is the main. That's the main energy there. Okay, because I got Leo. This is the house of kings and queens. Okay, so this tells me that you come from that line. All right, so this tells me you're a bit royal, my friend, but you're getting hit with the South Node, Ketu, and what he does is he's kind of like a guillotine to the royal class. So it's important that when it comes to their ego. So it's really important that you practice due diligence before making any big decisions, especially this summer, because you are, like I said, getting eclipsed. I don't know what nakshatra you are, but that can give me a little bit more information there. I married a Leo moon, so a little bit there, and he also has Ketu and Saturn there too. So he's been through some stuff. Yeah, but so I know what it's like to have Ketu go over this because we just went through it with Jonathan. So the first card I got for what you can expect coming your way, okay, is I got the Wheel of Fortune, but it came up reversed. You're going to have a bit of a upside down, inside out karmic loop moment, okay? This is bad luck made by a poor decision. It can be stressful if it's resisted. So stop trying to stop events from happening. They're just going to happen anyway. There's some karma coming your way because that's what Ketu does. Is he's forcing you to look at things that you might have missed in a past birth that you were kind of headless about, that you didn't notice. And he's really going to bring this to your attention with the eclipses in August again. All right. He also hit you in February and March. It's March specifically. The March 3rd eclipse would have affected you, depending on what nakshatra it was in. Okay. So, oh my goodness. Just know that you're going to be going through kind of a downward cycle. Okay. But that's not uncommon when it comes to Ketu going over our ascendants. Okay. In fact, it's just part of the, it just comes with territory. All right. Now they want you to watch your money. I got Page of Pentacles reversed. This is a young person. They're not really great with their finances. They aren't good at organizing money. They don't understand money or resources very much. Get yourself a spreadsheet, really dig down deep when it comes to mitigating what you spend, looking at how you're handling money. This is a very youthful figure, so it's important that you don't attract any immaturity or immature people into your life that can influence you into making bad decisions regarding money, especially with like bad investments and things like that. Okay. Whenever I pull this card, this is like my crypto bro card. Like, I've got this new coin, you should like totally invest. And it's like, you didn't, and this is someone who didn't do their homework, because I know people who created coins that are some of like the most brilliant minds in tech, and even they failed because the system just wasn't set up correctly on the other end. So don't do anything foolish regarding finances. Okay. All right. Know that if you look into this area and you take it very seriously, that your finances can improve. There can be recovery around your money, and issues will improve, but you really got to get this area organized in your life. Okay, so in order to get those hard times behind you and turn things around, really focus in this area. Get organized. Okay, get yourself a spreadsheet. I say this, keep track of your expenses, whether you do so via a planner or, a filing system, anything to get organized here. Okay, pay attention to what's going on with any credit cards, any debts, interest that you may be accruing or collecting. Really take a hard look at those finances. Okay, Miss Jessica? All right. I hope that was helpful. And my best of luck to you, my dear. Oh my goodness. All right. So let's get back in order. We have Manor. Are you still with us? We have Sion. Are you with us? We have Chicho. Then we have Literary Lady. And then we have Needy Singh, Maria Scorpio. After that, we have Easy Trade. Venus, I am going to get to you. No worries. And I did get your backup question. I just have this one saved as a placeholder. Okay. And Stardust. And I think Easy Trade. Did you come up twice? Okay, then we have after Maria Scorpio, we have Easy Trade. We have Venus. We have Bhumika, Ultimate Beast. Nicole, if you're with us. And then Lily. Okay. And unless you tip, that's it. All right? Because that's a lot. Okay. Oh, you're all checking in. Oh, my goodness. Okay, so Maria is here. Chichawap is here. And Stardust is here. Okay, thank you for checking. Oh, and Sion is here. DC Trade is here. Wow, this is great. Okay, so the first who checked in is Sion. Will I get the OSV fellowship? Let's see what the cards have to say. No. Okay, I got Queen of Pentacles reversed. Okay, this is someone who is in charge of the money, and this tells me that it is a no for now. Okay, there could be other opportunities coming. The reason I say that I think that this is not working out is I got the Six of Pentacles, but it came up reversed. Okay, so this tells me that there are strings attached to this that could bring a new source of debt. It's a bad business deal. There's some weird behaviors in and around this. Don't focus too much on the material gratification, but it's this is basically charity given to the wrong person. It's not a great dynamic. Okay, so the answer is no. All right. But know that not all is lost. Okay, just keep putting keep putting your foot out there. Concentrate on a new way forward. Okay, they want you to concentrate more in an area of expertise that can help you open a new door. Okay, so you need to put more concentration into what you're doing, and then that'll open a new door for you. Okay, Sion. Okay, Chichawap, I think I saw you come in. Let me just double check. Interesting, thank you. You are so welcome. Yeah, they just like 2 cards, boom, boom. Okay. So, and come back and let me know how you're doing, because, I've been turned down for some opportunities and they ended up being a good thing. Okay. Okay, I'm just looking for Chichawan. Okay, let's see. Yes, you're here. Okay. So what's next for me professionally? Let's find out. Okay. Is someone in your life getting married? I mean, I know that's separate from professional, but this could also be a business partner. Do you have a business partner? Are you married? They're bringing that into the mix. I don't know why, but that's what they're showing me. Oh, you got to walk away. Okay, that's what's going on. All right. Yeah. Okay. So what's coming up for you professionally? This is what they have me focused on. This is the house of partnerships, people opposite from you. This area needs to be balanced out a little bit. Okay. No business partner or lover. Okay. They're bringing up the seventh house. The seventh house are people opposite from you. Okay. Why they're doing that? This could be something coming your way. All right. The reason I say that is that I did get the Four of Wands, but it came up reversed. So upright, I'd be like, oh, this is like the happy marriage card. Okay, this is good partnerships, things like that, that are, it's all about celebration, getting together, celebrating. Okay, but this tells me there's some instability possibly at work. There's a lack of belonging there. It's causing some insecurity. You do have a desire to kind of get back to work and feel useful and things like that. But you have to walk away from something first, because I got the Eight of Cups. There's something that is emotionally blocking you regarding work and the way that you feel about it. Okay, it's like there's a struggle with separation that's causing some dependency. There's a little bit of avoidance going on with a. Okay, this could be a work colleague. So, and it's an energy that I'm picking up on. I don't tap in too much because it's someone else. Okay, but you need to walk away emotionally from what's causing you stress in this area. Okay. Another thing you might want to do is they're saying that it's important that you up your skill set. Okay, because I got the Magician, but it came up reversed. So this tells me that there's some scattered energy in and around work. You're in need of some new skills that can help you in the workplace. Some more education is needed to help you really shine and be an expert. Okay, so you're not manifesting what you need due to a lack of experience. There's a bit of an emotional block going on with someone, and you don't feel like you really belong. So that's kind of a lot of energy. But if you work on those areas and cooperate a little bit, you'll be able to kind of push through that. Okay, so there's some blocks, but you've got this. Okay, my dear, I hope that was helpful. All right. So let us get into Oh, Rooted is here. Lovely to see you, my dear. I hope you're doing well. I love the photo of you and your son. Oh, it was so beautiful to see that. He's the cutest kid. And oh, Kristen is here. Good to see you. All right. So many great people coming in. All right. So I did not see Literary Lady. Nidhi Singh, are you here? I'm going to look for you. I did see Stardust. Oh, Nidhi Singh is here. Okay. And then, oh, wait. No, that was a little earlier. Let's see. Oh, Nito, I missed you coming in. It's lovely to see you, Nito. Or Neto. Hope I said your name right. Okay, so I'm going to get to Stardust because Stardust checked in. Oh, Nidhi Singh is here. Okay, great. Okay, so I'm going to get to Nidhi Singh and then I'll get to Stardust because Nidhi Singh was first. All right. Can you please tell me what's coming up in my relationship with Chris? I got some conflicts going on currently. Okay, well, Venus is about to be conjunct Ketu. So, and it's in Leo. So that can bring some blows to our ego when it comes to relationships. Definitely look to see what house that's occurring in for you. Because Venus is a big indicator of relationships for us. Oh, sweetie, you've been through some heartbreak. I'm so sorry. Oh, okay. Wow. All right. So I pulled a couple of cards for you. Okay, Nidhi Singh. The first card that I got, it's a little sad, but it's going to be okay. All right, because the second card I got tells me that you're going to be able to kind of recover from this. I got the Five of Cups. Okay, this is disappointment. It's a card of rejection. This is a very emotional card. It can make you feel a little insecure about your relationship with this person because there were some setbacks that occurred. Okay. You're going to have to let go of some of the loss and regret from this relationship. You see how she's pouring she's got these beautiful sound bowls full of starlight, and she's pouring them into this abyss and letting them go, okay? So it's time to start bringing some acceptance and healing into your life, because you're going through some emotional pain. When I pull this card, it tells me there's some regret going on. And know that pain is meant to teach. Don't let it become your identity. There's an opportunity for healing, but don't resist it, all right? Because loss, grief, and emotional conflict, they can bring a lot of intensity, obsession, and pain. And it's important that, you work through it, but you don't let it become you, all right? And I'm speaking from experience here because I have been hurt as well, okay? A lot of us in the audience have been. It comes with life, okay? Now, I got the Three of Swords, but this is the card of grief, but it came up reversed. This is a good card to have come up reversed because you're going to heal from the betrayal. Know that the worst is over and there is an end in sight. For your emotions to a new perspective, you're carrying wounds from this relationship, and it can sabotage relationships in your future. All right. So it's important that you're going through some mental pain. This is a pierced heart. Okay. There was some injustice going on. It restricted a lot of the harmony in the relationship. Let it go. All right, my dear, get some help in this area and know that healing is coming. It feels a little raw now. I'm tapping in, especially mentally, but know that it will get a little better for you. All right, my dear, and I'm sending you lots of love, but just, don't overly pursue this. Try to focus on you and your healing. All right, my dear. All right. Okay, and then Maria Scorpio, you are next. Thank you for being patient. I was at the chiropractor today. His name was Christopher. He pushed on my hip bone. Did he on purpose hurt me? Please check. I didn't get a good feeling on him. Oh my goodness. I'm afraid, Miss Michelle, I feel he did it on purpose. He hurt me. He pushed into my hip bone where my ovaries are. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and look into that for you. Okay. I can definitely tell that that is a very painful area for you. Have you had your ovaries checked? That's something to look into, because if it hurt pretty badly, it's important to look into that. Okay. I got that you're going to be okay. All right. Yeah, you're going to be all right. Okay. So, my dear, I did get Pluto. This is the god of death, rebirth, and transformation. He rules the 8th house of chronic illness and pain and things like that. So that's what tells me is in and around this. All right. So I got that. This is also a card of obsession and power struggle, need for control, things like that. So it's important that you go with your gut in this. All right. But if you were to bring it up with him, I asked about this. I don't know if you're going to return. It's totally up to you and what you feel comfortable with. I got that he would give you an apology. Okay, this is apology for something that he did that you didn't like. Okay, if this were upright, it'd be like, oh, he's thinking he got away with something and this is bad. No, it came up upside down, which means he would feel sorry for what he did. Okay, he would apologize. I got that you are in great health. I got the Queen of Pentacles and the Wheel of Fortune. You're going to be okay. But if you feel like an injustice has been done, ask for an apology and set a boundary, or just find yourself another chiropractor. Okay? But that's what I got. I hope that was helpful, and I won't return. Okay, yeah, set some boundaries there. That's good. I feel pain in my legs after the treatment. Well, then that tells you that you are definitely moving on from this person. But if you were to confront them, they would issue an apology. They might have done something that, wasn't great. Okay. I'm just worried that he hurt me. I got that your health is okay. I got Queen of Pentacles and I got the Wheel of Fortune. You're going to be okay. I'd ice the area. Take care of that. You might want to look into, I don't know why they're putting this in my head, but acupuncture. That could help the hip area a little bit. I have some issues with mine from an injury. Okay. So, and will this last for weeks? Not if you do something to remedy it. Okay. Stretching out the area, icing it, taking care of it. Okay. if you need to go to another professional, they can probably help you with the any kind of recovery that you need. But I got that you're gonna be okay. But it's always good to get a second medical opinion, okay, my darling? And I'm so sorry that scared you. That can be a very scary thing, especially when our bodies do stuff that we're not used to. Okay, welcome, Trey Atkins. I'm trying to see if I missed anybody here. All right, so our next lovely question is Easy Trade. Are you here? I know Venus is here, so you're in the queue, my dear. Stardust, are you still here? Then we have Bhumika, Ultimate Beast from Beyond. Nicole, if you're here, and Lily. All right. So go ahead and check in. Easy Trade, are you here? Let me look. Okay, Bhumika is here. Lily is here. Oh, thank you, Rooted Willow. Hey, thank you for saying I look lovely tonight. I tried to dress up for you guys. I was telling everybody that I had some surgery at the beginning of the week, so I wanted to put in a little extra effort. And Maria, she says, thank you, hon. You're so welcome. All right, Easy Trade. There you are. Moon sign Libra, Swati Nakshatra, Sun sign Pisces, Mercury ascendant. Oh, you got some stuff coming. Okay. So you've got Saturn in your 10th house of career. So that's going to be a hopping area for you. You've already gone through the eclipses in Swati. That was a few years ago. Sun sign is in Pisces. So you have Shani Dev, Saturn going over your sun until 2028. He's going to be in Pisces. I'm not sure what nakshatra that is, but he's in Ravati right now. He's going to go retrograde on July 27th. So that's something to keep in mind. But when he goes over the sun, he attaches the ego a little bit, okay? And then you've got Mercury ascendant. So that's 10th house for you. So that would be where he's going through. And if you have your sun in Pisces, that tells me, do you work in your community or like in a hospital or a school, something like that, ashram? Because when I look at that, I see Pisces. That tells me that you added some spirituality and service to your career. So, all right, let me go into your question. Romy, okay, Romy, can you please tell me what is happening on my financial front? I'm not able to sell a piece of land. Oh, I can already tell you. Shani Dev, Saturn's is in your 10th house, aspecting your 4th house of real estate. I'm going to give you a mantra, okay? You do this on Saturdays, and I'm going to give you some other remedies. I don't even have to pull cards because I can tell you it's Shani Dev, okay? Om Pram Prim Pram Sa Shanishwaraya Namaha. Om Pram Prim Pram Sa Shanishwaraya Namaha. Om Pram Prim Pram Sa Shanishwaraya Namaha. Do that 108 times via a mala on Saturdays, okay? You can feed the crows on Saturdays. You can also, if you have a little Saturn deity at home, cover them with some mustard oil and or just paste, and you can do that mantra while focusing on him. You can also light a ghee lamp while doing the mantra and focus on the flame. Another good thing you can do is any type of selfless service on Saturdays is good, especially donating food. You can fast on Saturdays if it's safe. Those are all things that you can do to mitigate Shani's energy and help you with some of your past karma, because he's looking right at your 4th house of real estate and he is blocking it, okay? What else can I tell you? You're asking when things are going to let up. He's going to be going back and forth between Pisces and Aries next year, okay? And then in February of 2028, he's going to move fully into Aries, and then he'll be in your 11th house, aspecting your 5th. So that's going to bring up some money stuff. Also, in social networking and people that you work with and things like that, your tribe. But for now, he is definitely aspecting your 10th house of career and your 4th house of real estate. His gates is there. We call it Drishti Shani. So that's where he's looking. Then whatever he looks at, he destroys. So it's important that you just keep that in mind, and that by 2028, things should clear up in the real estate department for you. okay? Pay attention to what degree it's at. When he's aspecting the exact degree from your sun, especially, which represents your ego, which is that 10th house energy in Pisces, that is when you can expect the most intense Shani transits. Like, for instance, Jonathan is a Mercury ascendant, and whenever that happens, we have a water event. Our entire apartment flooded within over an inch of water twice as he went through Jonathan's degree. And he's laughing in the background because I told him, I'm like, he's going to hit us tomorrow, get all the furniture up. And he's like, are you serious? You think we're going to have a flood? And we did. We woke up at 5 in the morning. Like, we were already up doing our mantras. And I came out into the kitchen and it was just like swash, but we had this much water. It's like, and he's just like, you can't make this stuff up. It was crazy. So yeah, I hope those remedies help. Oh my goodness, Romy, my heart goes out to you. And it's P and not B. It's Pram Prim Pram Sa Shanishwaraya Namaha. Okay, you can look it up on YouTube too. So you got this. Yes, I know. He's laughing because he's a Mercury ascendant. And you're so welcome. I'm glad that was helpful, Easy Trade. All right. Stardust, I believe you. Okay, no, Venus is next and then Stardust. Okay. You're a Pisces with a Sagittarian moon, Capricorn rising. I wonder if there's anything affecting my health. Reposting Pisces sun, Sagittarius. Okay, what's going on with health? Okay, you got it. Okay, so Pisces sun, Sagittarius moon, Capricorn rising. Okay, you're a Capricorn rising, so okay, key 2 is going through your 8th house. So that would bring chronic health issues. I don't know if you mentioned having to go to the hospital. Okay, that would make sense. Let's see if there's any way you can kind of mitigate this, Miss Venus. What do you guys have for Miss Venus? Oh, okay, that's clear. Oh, okay. All right, I need something positive. Let me see here. All right. Okay, you're going through it. Okay. Oh, I got Gemini. Okay, this is good. Gemini is all about reaching out and doing your research. It's about keeping your options open. It's about studying more about your health in this area. Okay, Venus, they really want you to look into this. And you said you had 3 different infections in the past month, head and chest. Okay, yeah, that's you're getting eclipsed in your 8th house of chronic illness. Okay, and illnesses. Okay, Cheryl, love to see you. So yeah, that's what's going on here. Okay, when this happens, it's just a big karmic dump. All right, but know that when you are able to kind of keep an open mind about it and do your research and seek advice and communicate your needs, then this area can be mitigated. Okay, Miss Venus. Okay, you say okay, good. I don't know if some patience is still in the audience, but some patience is familiar with this card. I got the Tower. Okay, this is illusions are shattering in and around the area of your health. What's not can stand is going to be forcibly removed. So this brings a little bit of a crisis, some upheavals, destruction, because they're creating some revelations in the area of your health. Okay, they really want you paying attention and doing your research, keeping an open mind, studying this and finding out as much information as you can to better these areas of your life. I know that you're the Capricorn rising, and I already know that you're a workaholic. So it's important that you don't overstress or overwork yourself, and you put your time and your energy into getting better. Okay, and this can feel like a little bit of a collapse of your ego because you feel like you are able to, you actually get a lot of joy from helping others. But at the same time, you got to let that expectation go and really focus on you right now. Okay, my dear? So I went to my Whispers of Ganesh. And, okay, what did you say here? My breast infection scares me. It's been 10 days already. Makes sense. Okay, all right. Yeah, I've had surgery as well. I've had lumps removed, things like that. So you're not alone there. That is an area that heals pretty quickly. Okay, so in my own experience, but know that it's important that you really pay attention, because the Leo does rule, you know, the heart and chest area as well as the back. It's important that you really focus on you and not too much on work. I went to Whispers of Ganesh. I got personal transformation. This is 8th house energy. Okay. Your soul is assisting you on how to create changes that align with your life's purpose right now. Okay, Venus. Ganesha is pointing his index and middle finger to the heavens, and that encourages you to be open to new ideas and growth. This is known as a prawn or a life mudra. This is something that you can do to work out muscular pains, infection, build self-confidence, restlessness. If your mind is disturbed from all of these events, you can get some relief by practicing this mudra. Okay? All right. So Ganesh is also surrounded by the universe and the planets. This is the cosmic machine. It's the various gods described in the Vedas are the administrators of this machine, and Ganesha is the guardian of all of this knowledge. So we pray to Ganesha as Vedic astrologers because he has an intimate understanding of how the planets affect our karma and destiny of each soul. And again, like I said, you've got Ketu going through here. You're getting eclipsed. So in your 8th house. So it's important that you know that you're in a great place right now for honoring who you are and what you need to do to make yourself as healthy and whole as possible. What you're experiencing now is going to bring greater meaning and purpose to your life later, and it's going to renew your inner energy, but you're going to have to go through a bit of a up and down cycle. So eliminate anything from your life that is not essential towards your health and the transformation that you're going through right now. Realize that a lot of your activities can simply act as buffers or distractions from what's truly important, which is taking care of you, and that allow the changes that are taking place regarding your health to bring better awareness of your body, because that will bring more calm and stability later when you have a better understanding, because spirit is calling you to a higher destiny, a higher purpose. And your calls for guidance have not gone unnoticed, because you're going to find what you've been yearning for, but they're having you go through a little bit of an eclipse moment with this. Okay. Beautiful. Oh yes. Okay. That's great. And I'm going to go ahead and give you a mantra. And Rooted Willow, you're so sweet. She says, I hope you feel better soon, Venus. Thank you, Rooted Willow. And she says, true, probably why it hasn't healed yet. You're not resting. Yeah. And then Cheryl is also sending you healing, Venus. Thank you so much. That is so sweet of you guys. So I'm going to give you a bit of a longer mantra, but I'm going to give you a short one for Ketu. Okay, this is Ketu's seed mantra. Om Shram Shrim Shram Sa Ketuve Namaha. Om Shram Shrim Shram Sa Ketuve Namaha. Om Shram Shrim Shram Sa Ketuve Namaha. And that's best said on Tuesdays, tomorrow. Okay. And then this is a longer one. You can practice it. I have it up on my shorts as well, that you can, and it's the Mrityunjaya mantra. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushti Vardhanam Urva Rukamiva Vandhanam Mrityor Mukshiyamamritat. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushti Vardhanam Urva Rukamiva Vandhanam Mrityor Mukshiyamamritat. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushti Vardhanam Urva Rukamiva Vandhanam Mrityor Mukshiyamamritat. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Peace Peace Peace. Venus. So I just sent you some energy. Okay. You can practice that. You can also do Ketu's mantra, or you can just listen to it. If you email me, I can send you a video as well. But my heart goes out to you as you recover. I'm going through that myself. And she says, thank you, Willow, and thank you, Cheryl. Yes, Venus, you are such a huge part of this community, and we adore you. So if you'd like, Jonathan and I can, we can both include you in our daily mantra practice in the morning too, and send you some good energy as you heal and focus on you. Okay, my dear? All right. Oh my goodness. Lots of questions. Thank you for being patient, you guys. Stardust, you are next. Let's see. Please check in, Stardust. I know you came in a little earlier. It's 7:37, but it's now 8:05. So please check in, Stardust. Let me know you're here. Oh, you were here at 7:52 too. Okay. Let me know that that you're here. And Venus says, very helpful reading. Thank you, and thank you for the mantra. Oh, thank you, love you both. Love to you too, Venus. We're all in this together. It's going to be okay. Oh my goodness. So, Stardust, are you here? Yay! Thanks for sticking with us. And then after Stardust, we have Bhumika. So get ready, Bhumika. Let us know you're here too. When will I get together with the right guy for me? Okay, well, let's look into that. Now, again, we have a Venus-Ketu conjunction coming up this month, okay? That's going to bring some drama in relationships, so just be aware of that. Let's see. Ooh. Oh, you went through some stuff. Okay, they have you doing some healing, Stardust, from a previous relationship, okay? But it's going to open you up for a new relationship later, all right? How long do you guys think? Well, it depends on how much work you do, is what I'm getting. It depends on you. Yeah, it depends on you. Okay, so I got the Tower. I got the Three of Swords reversed. You've been heartbroken. Something happened to you there, but this came up reversed. Okay, this tells me that you are doing the work, dear Stardust, to the Tower is all about it's an upheaval, but it was meant to liberate you. Okay, but it caused you a lot of pain, a lot of hurt. Okay, but when I got the Three of Swords reversed, it tells me that you're healing from that betrayal. The worst is over. There's an end in sight for this. Okay, you went through some heartbreak. For your emotions to a new perspective, because if you carry wounds to the next relationship from the past, it's going to sabotage it. Okay, so let go of whoever did this. Blah, yuck, yuck, yuck. Okay, because I got a good card for your future. Okay, when it comes to relationships, I got the beautiful, bright sun. Okay, this is radiance. This is joy. This is feeling validated and successful in your relationships. Great communication with your partner. Positive outcomes. Okay, so know that if you work on the wounds from that past relationship, you don't focus on the bad communication you had with them and the hurt and the betrayal that they gave you, that this is your future. Okay, this is innocence, truth, vitality. This is a very good card to get for your future. All right, but you have to let go of that past hurt because it is keeping you from attracting this, which is beautiful. Okay, I asked about timing. I got the Hangman reversed. It is totally up to you and the work that you put into yourself, because it's what you put out that's going to attract it. You said the astrology timing. I don't have your astrology in front of me, but I can tell you this. Whenever I get the Hangman reversed, it tells me that it is stagnant right now because you're not being truthful to yourself regarding this past relationship. Okay, you sacrifice too much of yourself to make other people happy. And until you change this, you're not going to attract this person. So this is inner work that needs to be done, and you control the timing. If you linger in the past and try to control the outcome there, it's going to hold you back. If you're not truthful to yourself about what happened and doing the work, it's going to hold you back. If you continue to put yourself in situations where you put 90% of yourself in the relationship and they're only giving you 10%, it's not going to attract the right person. It's going to lead to martyrdom, stagnation, resistance. Okay, you are sacrificing yourself too much in relationships. Okay, it's martyrdom without purpose. It's stagnation disguised as kindness. Let go of this. Develop a new perspective and invite this beautiful sunlight in. Okay, this is all about surrender, but the timing is completely and totally on you doing the work. Okay, my dear. Okay, you think you've been truthful and you're wondering. Well, this is what the guides are bringing up. There's still some work to do in this area. I'm not saying you haven't been truthful. Okay, what I am saying is that you have you give too much in your relationships. Okay, and if you do that, especially toward the beginning, you can attract people who are more parasitic with what they return to you. Okay, I hope that makes sense. All right. You want to attract people who are truthful toward you. All right. Okay. Okay, Bhumika is here. You are next, my dear. Woohoo! We're going through it. And then after Bhumika, we have Ultimate Beast from Beyond. We have Nicole and we have Lily. So make sure you guys check in. Will I get a new job in July? Let's find out. Ooh. Maybe, maybe. It's looking good. Okay. Let's see. Okay, Lily's here. Good to see you, Lily. Okay. So I got a probably, Bhumika. All right. This is what you need to do to make this happen. All right. The reason I say that is I got the Emperor. This is a big, big yes card. Okay. This tells me that if you are able to take the leadership regarding your career, put a lot of structure in and around the way that you are getting your resume out there, and see yourself as an authority, you can achieve. You can definitely achieve. Whenever I pull the Emperor, it's a definite yes when it comes to career. It tells me that, you know, you can really take the lead here. All right. That's a very, very good card to get. Here's the warning. I got the Sun, but it came up reversed. There could be a temporary delay in your success due to like a bad communication. We have the Mercury retrograde going on. We have Saturn going direct on July 27th. Okay. So you might, you know, get a job, but it might not be as much as needed or desired. Okay. So it's important that you really hedge your bets and look into what you would like to see. If you are in a partnership, discuss it with your partner, okay, before accepting any type of position. But I got a yes, but there could be some delays or misaligned expectations. And it's important that you talk it over someone that you trust before taking on any type of position. Okay, my dear? I hope that was helpful. And you've given the interview already. Okay, so yeah, whenever I pull the Emperor, that's a yes, but it might be a little below your expectations. That's all. So just prepare for that. Okay. And then, yes, I've given an interview. It's been delayed on their side. Well, this would be the delay. Okay. And it's important that you make sure you're getting a fair deal, because the 7th house is all about negotiations and contracts as well. So make sure to really look at the contract with a fine-tooth comb, because we do have Mercury retrograde right now. When he enters Gemini later this week, things are really going to clear up. All right. But it's important that you just keep that in mind, that there is going to be a bit of a delay, maybe some misaligned expectations. And it's important that you make sure you get a fair deal regarding your contract. Okay, my dear? Okay, Miss Lily. Oh, you're okay. So Bhumika, you are a Taurus ascendant. Okay, well, that means your 11th house is blocked by Shani right now. Okay, that can cause some blocks when it comes to like how much you can expect to get as far as your income. Okay. Also be careful of any workplace drama, people that are looking to stir the pot. All right. Because 11th house can be people that work in and around you as well. You're so welcome. Haha, yeah. All right, good. Okay, Miss Lily. You are next. What are Matt's thoughts toward our connection? I miss him, but I want him to pursue the conversations we're flowing before. Now a little withdrawn, though I don't think it's anything bad. Okay, well, let's find out what's going on with the relationship there. And welcome, Cesar Rosas, 8074. Lovely to see you. Okay, Karma card said no. Let's go to the other deck here. Okay. Okay. So, Lily, you are being asked to step into a place of empowerment. That's the main message in a nutshell that I can give you before telling you what's going on with Matt. All right. Again, I'm just tapping into your shared energy because, you know, he's not here to ask. But what I got was the Ace of Wands reversed. This tells me that there's some delays going on in the relationship. There's burnout, indecision. This could also represent a low sex drive, frustration, feeling hopeless. This is my indecision card. Okay. Now notice that she's got a third eye. It's important that you, my dear, use this third eye to really assess what you are. Don't use these eyes. Use this one. Use that beautiful, divine, feminine intuition to tap into what you think is going on, because this tells me you've got it and you're not using it. Okay. But there's burnout and indecision in the relationship. That's the main thing that I'm getting that's causing just the bit of a separation feeling. Okay. Then I got the Four of Pentacles, but it came up reversed. So this tells me that you need to release some unjustified fears, let go of expectations in the relationship or any control issues. Okay, because, you know, she's kind of clutching the purse, and when this comes upside down, it tells me that, you know, there's a little too much control going on, and it's important that you and Matt both let those things go, because it could be causing some tension in the relationship, because I got that Ace of Wands reversed. Okay, then I got Death. All right, so this tells me that there's an ending coming. Okay, this is also renewal, surrender, rebirth. Okay, so this person is here to teach you something, but I don't think they're going to be here for long term. You know, it's something that is here to teach you something about yourself and what you're here to learn. And so then I asked, you know, what is she here to learn? What's going on here? What are you learning from this experience with this person? I got that you're stepping into your empowerment. Okay, this is the beautiful solar plexus, also known as the Manipura chakra. It's yellow. It's asking you to step into your personal power. When you tap into this, you're confident, you're responsible, you're reliable. This is a card of optimism and positive energy. When your solar plexus is blocked, your dreams and long-term goals can't become a reality. When it's open, ooh, the world is your oyster. So if you've been feeling a little unmotivated on both sides, take time to tune into your personal power, you specifically. And know that, you know, this is where our abs are. This represents, you know, it's Aries Scorpio, it's Martian energy, this Manipura chakra. So Spirit is showing you that there is an important purpose for, you know, relationships in your life and what they're here to teach you. But you need to awaken into your own personal power and the memory of yourself as a soul in order to attract the right energy. And your healing will be complete when you see the light of your beautiful soul and know that that light is who you are. So don't criticize yourself. Don't weaken your resolve. Do not allow another person's opinion of you to determine how you feel about yourself. Love and accept yourself. Acknowledge that you are the value and the foundation of your solar plexus. You bring the value to your life. And when this chakra is in balance, you're confident, you're empowered, you've got a healthy level of self-esteem. You don't feel the need to control relationships or feel like you need validation from relationships, because this is here to teach you something, and it's about stepping into really owning who you are, loving yourself, being confident in your talents, powerfully expressing who you are as a beautiful soul. And it's going to help you choose to be more direct with your desires and not really beat around the bush in future relationships, because you're going to be able to be very decisive regarding how to move forward. But right now it's blocked. Okay, so it's important that you step into power. Okay, so that makes sense. It resonates. I've been feeling chronically unmotivated. Okay. And then we're more like crushes, not relationship, talking, chatting stage. Yeah. So it's important that you just focus on you. Okay, my dear. Oh my gosh, what a beautiful, I love tapping into you. You're great. Oh my gosh. So, all right. Oh, Jonathan, you're so sweet. He goes, that's one of the reasons I married her. That's very sweet, honey. Aw. He's getting all mushy. And then Caesar says, your smile is so sincere. Thank you. I appreciate that. I've never had a cavity. I've got a really well-placed Saturn, and so that gives me good teeth. So I'm I'm very blessed from Shani to have good teeth. Other areas I'm working on, like, the surgery I just had, but I got the good teeth. So at least I got that going for me. So I appreciate that, Caesar. And then Lily says, thank you very much. You are very welcome, my dear. I love tapping into your energy. And Venus, thank you so much for the hearts. Oh, you were the mod with the most. I really appreciate your energy and sticking with me. And Salama, we closed questions a while ago. We only went through tippers and then we went in order. So we're going to go ahead and close out. Okay, guys. So if you want to know the astrology of the week, go to the playback, because at the beginning of the show, I went into the dates and what we can expect coming in the next week. So definitely watch the replay. I really appreciate it when you guys comment afterwards. It helps me with the algorithm. So if you can leave a comment afterwards, I really, really appreciate it. Again, you can find me at astrologicaltarot.com if you want a reading or just want to know more about me or connect to my social media or email me. It's all there. So I'm going to be here same time next week. I want to thank you all for being here. You're an amazing audience, and I really enjoyed working with all of you and tapping into your beautiful energy. And this was nice because this has been a rough, last week was pretty rough, and it was really great to connect and just say hi to everybody. Okay, so I'll be here next week. I'm going to go over the astrology, and then we're going to go into readings, same time. Come a little earlier if you want to be first in line. And as always, if you tip, you get pushed to the front. So anyway, I just want to send you all tons of love and light as you head into the next week, and know that Jonathan and I are holding you in our heart and our prayers. Right, Jonathan?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. All right. Om Shanti, Om Peace, Om Love. Take care, everyone.